Hey guys, welcome to question MM316 of the Maths Methods Fortify study guide. So this question says the area of the region bounded by the y-axis, the x-axis, the curve y equals e to the negative 3x, and the line x equals b, where b is a negative real constant, is 21. Find the value of b. Awesome. So this can be a little hard to kind of decode, I guess, but let's kind of go through it. So we know that the area is 21, and we know that the area that we're looking for is between our y-axis and our line x equals b, right? Where b is a negative constant, okay? So just to quickly draw this, y equals e to the negative 3x looks something like this, okay? Which means that we're finding the area bound by the y-axis, so this bit here, the x-axis, the line x equals b, where b is negative, so call this b, so line b, and the curve here. So this is the area that we're looking for here. So what we're looking for is the area from b to 0. Okay, so from here to here, b to 0, of e to the negative 3x dx. And we know that that area is equal to 21. The question tells us that, which means that 21 is equal to the integral from b to 0 of e to the negative 3x dx. Awesome. Now, so where do we go from here? Well, we can just evaluate, right? So we know that the we need to integrate this. Sorry, I just had a mental brain weirdness. So we're going to need to integrate this first. Okay, so the integral of e to the negative 3x, we take this coefficient of x, do 1 over that out the front, so 1 over negative 3, or I like to do the negative on the top, so negative 1 on 3, e to the power of negative 3x, so that just stays the same as there, from 0 to b, or b to 0 I should say, equals 21, right? Awesome. So from here we can now sub in our value of 0 and then sub in our value of b. So we get negative 1 on 3, e to the power of negative 3 times 0 is just 0, take away negative 1 on 3, e to the power of negative 3b. That's equal to 21. Sweet. So let's clean this up a little bit. E to the power of 0 is just 1, so this is just equal to negative 1 on 3, and then negative take away a negative is a positive, 1 on 3, e to the negative 3b. Sweet. Now, I'm going to times both sides, or multiply, both sides by 3, okay, because I want to get rid of these 1/3. So multiply both sides by 3, I'm going to get 63 equals negative 1, so this negative 1 on 3 turns into negative 1, plus e to the negative 3b. Cool. Add 1 to both sides, we get 64 equals e to the power of negative 3b. Then coming back up the top, actually, you know what, let's go over here. Let's fill up the screen for you. So, according to our fundamental log law, log e of 64 is equal to negative 3b. So log e of 64 equals negative 3b. And now that means that b is equal to negative 1 on 3 log e of 64. Now, this isn't wrong, but I don't like how this looks. We can actually simplify this a lot more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically convert this into a power form. So I'm going to say negative 1 on 3 log e of 4 to the power of 3, right? Because 64 is 4 to the power of 3. And then according to our log law, this power, this 3, can actually multiply out the front. So we get negative 1/3 times 3, which is just negative 1. So negative log e of 4. We can leave it like that. That's completely correct. But it's also correct if you want to take that negative 1 that's out the front and put it to the power of a 4, which means that you'd get log e of 1/4. Either way is up to you. They're both correct. So where are our marks allocated? So our first mark comes here when we basically get this bit here. Our second mark comes when we find this, and our third mark comes when we write our final answer here. So we need to keep in mind that we don't have a CAS for this, which means that we are going to have our exact value. But that's it for this question, guys. MM316 is done. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.